And we are live. Welcome from Nick Lakhani. We are at Groove Asia Leaders Unite, and it's the latest installment of Courses and Communities. And let's get into this. One of the things I want to talk about today is about the monetization models. Okay. So, navigating through them, being creative, understanding them a little bit more. Now, why are we interested in online courses and communities? Well, the global market for online courses is going to explode even more than it has done already. So, from one particular source, it's estimated that it will be by 2030, which is just 6 years away, it will be nearly 850 billion US dollars. Take a breath. Would you like a little slice of it? A little sliver? Yeah, I think we all would, right? We all want to have something that will help us enhance not only our lives, but also help to pay our bills, help to pay our hospital bills, create money for our retirement, to our children or grandchildren. Ultimately, it helps us change our lifestyle. And that's what a lot of people are interested in. What am I interested in overall? If I can put it in 2 words: financial freedom, the ability to go and do what I want, when I want, how I want, whom I want. Yeah, make sure you take the wife with you. Now, what I'm interested in today, let's get some monetization models. We're going to look at the monetization strategies, which are new ones that have been out over the last few years. Tailoring models to your business, the integration of seamless monetization approaches, and also adapting to market shifts and innovation in monetizing your courses or your products and services. Therefore, let's look at the first item on here: exploring modern monetization strategy. Okay, this is two big words. There are a number of different aspects or a number of different things that you can do nowadays. And one of the things that I'm interested in is to talk about the idea that you have the ability to change the way you transact. Now, back in the day, I used to sell software, I used to sell consulting, and when you first, in fact, when software first came out back in the early 90s, and I remember buying Microsoft Office. And do you know how much I paid for that? I paid the equivalent of nearly $1,000, right? Just think about it, $1,000. And then it would allow you to have certain number of upgrades, but then when they had a major upgrade, you had to go and pay again. Uh, I spent a lot of money on software, especially in the 90s. And then as the noughties came along, software started becoming available as a 14-day trial, a 30-day trial, 7-day trial. Try it before you buy. Now, you know, some of you may be old-fashioned. When you go to a shop and when you want a loaf of bread or a bottle of milk, you take it to the counter, you pay for it, and then you take it away. But this is like going to the supermarket, being able to go, get the milk, take your glass with you, pour it in the glass, taste it, and if you like it, then you can buy it. But if you don't want it, just give it back, opened. It doesn't make sense, does it, in the modern world? Well, in the modern world, it kind of does. And this is one of the things I need you to understand. Back in those days, you used to pay, monthly or quarterly, in fact, for utility bills. In the UK, we paid quarterly, and then became the onset of paying monthly. Why was that? Well, a lot of suppliers began to realize that they wanted to, they had pressure uh, from customers because they used to get one big bill every 3 months, and then they used to have to pay it within a couple of weeks. Well, in order to help people manage their income, would they decided to break it down into monthly payments. So instead of 4 payments a year, you had 12. Fantastic. And then this paying monthly, and then a lot of people were conditioned to think about paying monthly. So much so that, yes, nowadays, if you look at getting a mobile phone, you think about the monthly fee for the phone. Nobody ever tells you how many months that is, whether it's 24, 36, or 48, or even longer, and what the actual cost is over the lifetime of that particular contract. Now, obviously, if you're buying groceries and stuff, that's a bit different. But when you're buying software, instead of paying $1,000 like I did for Microsoft Office, now I pay a monthly subscription, or in fact, an annual subscription. And the annual subscription is, I think I've paid it recently, the equivalent of probably about $80 or $100. And so I'm quite happy to pay that because I know that it always gets updated. If I want to cancel, I can. And I know the product, I trust it because I've used it for so many years. So how does this help you with your products or services? What happens when you say, right, I'm creating a course and this is the price level I'm going to put for it. And in order to try it, well, no, you can't try it. You've just got to buy it. Are you going to get, in this day and age, too many people, a lot of people, getting onto the train or your train of getting into this idea that you want to go and, yes, I want to try it and buy it. I want to buy it before I try it. How many things do you buy nowadays without trying it? For example, one of the examples I'm going to give you is things like Adobe. And Adobe used to, some of their suites, their creative suite and so on, is quite expensive. And a lot of professionals who are, in whether it be graphic design or photographers or videographers, would use that, and it would be justified because it actually is a very good product. But you, as somebody who's a solopreneur, just starting out, can you afford to pay the hundreds of dollars that it costs every year to actually get it, or to actually buy it outright? So therefore, what they did was they moved to a monthly fee. So those are subscriptions now, and in terms of software, you get a lot more software that's available monthly or annually, and then they give you a discount. So you either pay 12 monthly payments or 10 payments all rolled into one annual payment. So therefore, you're saving 2 months worth of payments, which makes it worthwhile to them and you. So those are subscriptions. Now, how does it work for your online courses, though? Well, what are you thinking for your online courses? And there's a number of different ways to look at it. In my humble opinion, you should, as part of your marketing, you should be giving a taste of the courses, telling people not only what it's about and explaining and looking at the benefits and so on, but also giving them a sneak peek into it, giving them a free lesson to try it out. Now, one of the ways in which you can do this, you can have your funnel and get people to sign up and then give them access to 1, 2, or 3 lessons and to try things out. And that and then give them access to the door of the rest of the course, but they can't go in without subscribing or transacting, giving you their investment. And that's a great way to do it because not only do you encourage them by bringing them into your funnel, looking at the benefits, showing them around your community, and then giving them access to certain resources. And then if they want more, hey, you've got to go to the next level. And this type of monetization model is, it's a very simple subscription or a one-off payment, but you can try before you buy. And that's the one that by default I would normally suggest to most people starting out. What other options are there in terms of this? Well, some software nowadays is free. You have a freemium model. Groove is like that, or at least is like that for the time being. Um, and freemium means that you can have a basic level of service, or a a defined level of service for free for as long as they're offering it. So as I said, Groove has it. You must be using some software that you have access to it for free, and you like the basic components of it. You could be using Calendly, LastPass, any number of different tools that are out there. Yeah. And that's good. Why would that be good for the software companies? Well, a lot of it's automated. They don't have to have they deal with a lot of high numbers or high volume. Now, what about you as an online creator? Does that work for you? Well, it could do. For example, as part of your marketing strategy, you could actually have a whole library of information or videos and so on, which maybe previously you used to sell. And now you've moved on to other things and other products or other courses. And you could actually offer your old ones as a kind of like, hey, this used to be $997, but for you, I'm going to give you a month access, 30 days access to it. And if you want to carry on with it, then you subscribe. Or I'm going to give you full access to it totally if you get my new course over here. So get the second course over here. Therefore, it's a bonus. It's you're giving it away for free. In effect, it's a freemium type of option. But also, you know that either now or in the future, somebody's going to go and upsell. So you're going to upsell them. They are going to buy something from you. And one of the reasons they would buy from you is that they see tremendous value in what you're offering. It's an irresistible offer. They've got to be stupid to turn it down. Now, you may have already have done this, have you? I have on a number of different things. And for example, I know that on this particular, and you see, and for online courses, I think this is a very, very biggest, this is the biggest point I'm going to make to you today. The model that you're looking for to sell your online course, when attached to a community, is the impact of it is not just double; it's tenfold. The fact that I went and gave somebody, I think it was $1,200, to have access to a particular course, which was absolutely terrific, absolutely comprehensive, really valuable, and they promised to keep that up to date and keep things up to date over a period of time. Not only that, one of the biggest selling points for me was they have a community and they have community events every month, at least 2 to 3 that I can attend. Not only that, they would give me discounts and bonuses and sneak previews into other things that particular company is doing. Therefore, what I'm saying to you is, right now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. When you create an online course, you need to be thinking about how you can keep in touch with people, not only to make sure that they use the online course to help them, get testimonials from them. And we talked about these kind of things before. But part of your marketing is the idea that you can join a community and benefit from being in a community of like-minded people, whatever your niche is. And a lot of people will find that valuable. Therefore, just do not close your mind to these kind of things. Think about what you can offer and try different things out. Okay. So, what we want to do is let's take a look at this now. Um, is your model fit for purpose, tailoring the models to your business needs. Um, yes, what you need to do is to actually say, and this particular example I've got is Tinder on here. Okay, so let's talk about that. What you have is app, and like a lot of apps nowadays, you don't have to go and pay for them. Do you remember the old days, a few years ago, when to get an app, you used to have to pay 49 cents, $1.99, $5, $10, $20 in order to just go and get the app, and you don't know whether it'll work for you, whether you like it or not. Or maybe they have a 7-day free trial, but it's the trial is limited. They don't give you access to the full thing. Now, a lot of what the apps do is to give you free access, and we talked about this a minute ago about the freemium model and so on. But also specifically, apps like Tinder and also software like Groove and like others know that they're going to upsell into a premium model. Same with the online courses. I'll give you an example. If I give access to a course which shows how to use a particular platform, like the basics of it, how to set it up, how to configure users, how to get started, and so on. So that's a very, very basic course, and I give you full access to it for free. Brilliant. Now, if, for example, you join that community, start using it, and then I can go and then let you know of other things going on in the community, including special offers, special deals, bonuses, and the new online courses that I've created, or even a higher level of membership for the community. For example, if you go and upgrade to our premium model, I can guarantee that you will have once a week a call where you can come along with other members and go and ask questions of me live on Zoom. Would that be valuable to you? For a lot of people, it will be. So think about that particular angle, and think about premium services or bonuses that you can offer in addition to the course. Okay. So, and again, so the example of Tinder as an app, if you want a premium experience, then you go and subscribe to their premium package. I don't know how that works exactly, but like I said, it's one of many that do a similar thing like that. Okay, so in terms of the next item that we're going to look at is the the ability to use this kind of monetization approach and without detracting from the user experience. So, for example, Spotify is a great example, and also with the value-centric monetization, like Amazon. So let's think about those two items on there. Now, I love music, and so for a while, I had a Spotify account, a paid account, which is great because then I can go anywhere, whether it's inside the house or outside walking, and I can, or I could be in a place where I don't have internet, and I could actually download songs or playlists on my phone. Fantastic, worked really well. Now, for various reasons, I started listening to more audiobooks, and I wasn't listening to music as much as I was, and so I said, okay, I don't need the premium service anymore. I'm going to downgrade to the free one. Now, I've never used a free service before. And what they do is, I would, for me, it was a little bit annoying, but I think for most people, they can understand it, that after two or three songs, I think, they play an advert. Okay. But then if there's a song on my playlist which I don't want to go and listen to right now, I want to skip it. Again, they have limits on the number of songs that you can skip. Hey, it's my list. I just want to listen to the music I want to. Well, what it does is, what they're saying is, hey, you using this for free. We've given you the music for free, and it's the actual um, proper artist. It's the proper music. It's not some sort of free knockoff or anything like that. And you can have it on your device, and you can go and listen to it. But because it's the freemium model, or because it's the non-premium model, there are a few restrictions with the adverts and with the limitations on your flexibility. And most people are happy with that. A lot of Gen Zs, I think, prioritize Spotify or the music subscription that they have a lot higher than other things. So it depends on how it is for you. But what they're trying to do is to limit the impact on your experience. But there is a line whereby, hey, this is premium, this is freemium. Okay. In terms of the value-centric side of things, if you have an Amazon Prime service, what do they do? Well, just think about this. Now, in the UK, it's the equivalent of probably about $100 a year. So for that $100 a year, I can get access to their TV, the TV programs that they show, the films that they show, the music that they have. They also have sport nowadays with not only soccer but American football and other sports as well. It's bundled services, and on top of that, they also have the free shipping, which every day you and I are interested in, right? Because we buy things from Amazon, and it's great to have a difference whereby if you buy something for $50, often you would get charged up to 15 or $20 for shipping. Well, you don't have to pay that. Isn't that great? So the value that they give for the $100, if you buy half a dozen things from Amazon in a particular year, you've made your $100 back. But they give you so much more. So think about your course. Think about what you're offering. What else can you give that is full of value? That, again, it's a no-brainer. It's make it an irresistible offer for you to say, hey, not only do you get this course over here, you get this, you get access to this, you get a community, you get a live meeting once a month, you get access to a Facebook group. There's any number of things that you can offer way above and beyond, so that the value just stacks up. And that value, to be honest, nobody has the time to go and actually avail themselves of all the value. But the fact that they have it in their back pocket makes them feel safe, makes them feel as though they got a great deal, makes them go and buy from you. Just think about that. Okay? Now, one of the things that we need to look at is the idea of adapting to market shifts and innovations. There was one. There's a gaming company called Epic Games, and what they did was they wanted feedback. They wanted to know where, what the people that came onto their platforms that were playing the games, what they thought about it, and what they did was they said, well, a lot of people are asking for this change or this change or this change. Well, what they did was they built it in and not only offered it as options, but also they offered it as upgrades in purchase gaming. Yeah, in hyphen purchase. You know that word very well now, right? So not only do they actually have a fee to use the game, but then if you want extra on top of that, these are called in-purchase offerings. Also, another example of being responsive to your marketplace, Patreon used to have a different focus. Now, what Patreon does is it's got a whereby you and I as creators can go set up shop and offer memberships to our customers, and they will host it. Yeah, for a little fee, yes, but they will host it. Therefore, um, because of the name now Patreon, and when somebody tells you that, hey, go to my Patreon, you know what that is. It's become a very, very commonly used term in this sort of industry nowadays. And what they do is they help your audience support you. Again, it's about community. And the Patreon is a great way to think about this. If, for example, you're going to open up on YouTube or one of the other streaming platforms, and you can then divert people. Now, if, for example, on a streaming platform like YouTube takes, I believe, it's 30% of ad revenue. Patreon take a lot less. Just it's more advantageous to you, and hence Patreon have actually looked at that, and they're saying people are fed up with YouTube and you're taking a big slice of their revenue. Well, come to us. Ours is our fees are not as excessive. Therefore, think about how you would run your course, how you would respond to the needs and the experiences, the stories that come out from your clients. I think you need to be open to feedback, and we talked about this. Create a place whereby they can give you constructive feedback. They feel comfortable in doing that, and also show that you can actually listen and make some changes, because then that will just generate even more connection with your brand, connection with you, connection with your products and services, your online courses, and make the community stronger. So, in summary, we've looked at these 4 items on here: monetization strategies in the modern age, the tailoring the models to your business. Remember, it doesn't matter what other model or other people use as their models. You've got to make it work on yours. You are your CEO, and you decide how to do it. Don't just rely on somebody else or copy somebody else. Think about what you're doing. Seamless monetization, yes. Don't make it such a pain or impactful. Otherwise, people will just not enjoy it. And finally, be innovative in what you're doing with that. Okay. Now, what we have here, make sure you put in hashtag live if you're watching live, and the hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. One of the things I want you to do is to look at, if, for example, you want to talk about courses and you want to actually have a situation whereby you have a personal consultation with me through Groove Asia. So we can arrange that. And the way that we can do that is to go to that particular link on there, and I'm going to put it into the chat right now, like so. And also, in terms of events that are coming up, I think that there's some events coming up, and I'm going to show those to you right now. And so let's get into this. And what we're going to do is, let's take a look. And here we go. So grooveasia.cm/events. Let's press enter. And what you have is a situation whereby you can see the calendar. And what I want to do is to show you a couple of things, what's going on here this week. We've got, for example, tomorrow we've got Groove Cart with Peter. The next day you've got a Groove Lead Night with Karen as well. And just before her, we've got Tyra with the Power Hour. And on Saturday, we have an excellent course with Trading Success Blueprint. So take a look at that. However, the week is the really 2 events that really stick out. Make your first dollar online. Simon Leong, at his best, he's go and give you a lot of nuggets to get kicked off with 2024. Click on the list, click on the link here, and sign up for his course right there. And also, for example, the day after, we have on February the 1st, our very own AI whisperer, Ching Yu Tan, and he's got a fundamentals training, absolutely out of this world. Look at this. Look, he created this using AI, brilliant pitch videos. He shows you how to actually use that. Also, it actually has 2 sessions, and you can have a look at the details on there. Take a look at that. This session is fantastic, and I absolutely implore upon you to go and make it happen on there. Now, what I want to do is to just say thank you very much for watching. Have a look at the series that we have today, and also I want you to make a plan and go and work through some of these items. Put things on paper to see if it stands up. Otherwise, see you next week. Another Groove Asia Leaders Unite. My name's Nick, and sayonara. We'll get Simon to take it away for us on here.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.